In the last video, we have seen that multiplication of two permutation need not be commutative, and we have seen the definition of R cycle. Now, let us see few important remarks about cycles. So, the first remark is the definition of transposition. So, what do we mean by a transposition? So, transposition is nothing but a cycle of length 2, or a 2 cycle is called transposition. That is a cycle of the type A comma B, or sometimes the notation is written like this, A B with space in between. So what is the meaning of this cycle? That A maps to B and B again maps to A. So you get a cycle of length 2. Second remark, one cycle. A cycle of the form xi, where xi maps to itself, that is xi maps to xi, is called one cycle. When a number maps to itself, then that cycle is called one cycle. Usually, one cycles are omitted while writing. Omitted. Third remark, two cycles are said to be disjoint if they have no element in common. For example, the cycle 1, 3, 2. That means 1 maps to 3, 3 maps to 2, and 2 again maps to 1. And 4, 5 in S5 are disjoint cycles, as they don't have any element common between them. Now let us see how to convert a permutation in cyclic notation. With the help of few examples. So the question is, in the set A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, write the following permutations as product of cycles. As product of disjoint cycles. So the first permutation, let us take sigma 1 as 1 mapping to 4, 2 mapping to 3, 3 mapping to 2, 4 mapping to 5, 5 mapping to 1, 6 mapping to 8, 7 mapping to 7, 8 mapping to 6. So let us write sigma 1 in cyclic notation. So what do we observe in sigma 1? That 1 is mapping to 4. You can start with any element from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So usually we start with 1. 1 goes to 4. Now let us see the image of 4. Where 4 is mapping? 4 is mapping to 5. So 4 is going to 5. Then 5 is mapping to 1. So 5 again goes back to 1. 5 maps to 1. Okay, so you got one cycle. 1, 4, 5. And 5 again goes to 1. Then look at the element which is not there in this cycle and start with that element. So the second element is 2. So let us see where 2 goes. 2 maps to 3 and 3 again maps to 2. So you got another cycle, 2, 3. Then these two elements are over. Now let us see the elements which are not there in these two cycles. So let us start with 6 then. So you can observe that 6 maps to 8 and 8 again goes back to 6. So again you got a 2 cycle, 6, 8. And then which element is not there? 7 is not there. So you observe that 7 maps to 7, and therefore the cyclic notation for sigma 1 is the first cycle which you got is 1, 4, 5. Second cycle 2, 3, then 6, 8, and then the last cycle is 7. One cycle. These are two cycles. This is 3 cycles. So usually we have written the remark that usually 1 cycles are omitted, that when the number is not there, it is understood that that number maps to itself. So you can write sigma 1 as 1, 4, 5, 2, 3 and 6, 8. Let us see one more example. Sigma 2 from S8 only, from the set only. 1 mapping to 2, 2 mapping to 6, 3 mapping to 3, 4 mapping to 5, 5 mapping to 7, 6 mapping to 8, 7 mapping to 4, 8 mapping to 1. So let me rub the above portion. Let us see how to write sigma 2 in cyclic notation. So in sigma 2, again let us start with 1. 1 maps to 2. See the image of 2. 2 is going to 6. 6 is going to 8. 8 is going to 1. So 8 again goes back to 1. So you got one cycle. 1, 2, 6, 8. Now next, take one element which is not there in the cycle. So 1, 2 is already there in the cycle. Let us start with 3. 3 is mapping to 3 itself. Then the next element 4. So 4 maps to 5. 5 maps to 7. 7 maps to 4 again. So 7 is going back to 4 again. So we have covered all the element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So hence the cyclic notation of sigma 2 is 1 mapping to 2, 2 mapping to 6, 6 mapping to 8, 4 cycle, 3 mapping to itself, 1 cycle, and 4 mapping to 5, 5 mapping to 7. As I told you that 1 cycles can be omitted, so sigma 2 can be written as 1, 2, 6, 8, 4, 5, 7. Let me give you one example for practice. So third example of sigma 3. You can try and write this permutation in cyclic notation by yourself. 1 mapping to 2, 2 mapping to 3, 3 mapping to 4, 4 mapping to 1, 5 mapping to 7, 6 mapping to 5, 7 mapping to 8, 8 mapping to 6. So try this one by yourself.